Hey guys, welcome to the Octopodd. Yes, that's Octopodd with 2 D's, because in life, double D's that makes things much, much better.
True.
I'm Curtis, I'm the loud one. This is Chris, he's the fat one. Today we're going to do something that's considered not that difficult, actually. Everyone does it, and it's oversaturated. That is talking to a camera.
True.
Yes, quite.
Quite indeed.
Quite indeed. Today for this week, we're going to talk about the 2 films that we watched, which is The Nice Guys and Waiting.
Yes.
Yes, but before we get into it, guys...
Send us questions, for the love of God. We need questions. Give us something to talk about.
That's not even it.
Give us something. Give us something. Give us something.
Give us... Okay, in the comments...
Anything.
Just give us anything. You can leave a comment and just go, smelly, and leave it at that. I don't care, all right? I'll highlight it. Give me questions. Give me highlights. Give me silly things. Make fun of us. Do whatever the hell you want. Just give us something for God's sake. Please! We need it.
Please.
We are desperate. Well, not really desperate, but we would appreciate it. All right? Now that we're done with that, let's get on with the first film, The Nice Guys.
This movie, like, honestly, reinforced what I brought up a while ago, which was talking about buddy cop films being a dying art.
Yeah.
And this, I didn't realize, I think came out around 2016. So that's quite...
Fairly recent.
Decently recent.
But it's still been a while when you think of it.
It's almost been 15 years, actually. Never mind. It's not that recent.
It's
My God,
not.
it makes you feel old. Holy shit. 15 years.
15? What do you mean 15?
It's 2016. 10 years. 3 years. 8 years. 8 years.
What? What are you talking
9
about?
years.
It's 2016. It's not.
Yeah,
That's not that long.
I thought my brain
It's
was
about like 8 years, 7 years.
My brain went 2006.
Bro, like you confused the shit out of me. I was like, wait, I was like, where did you get 15 at?
No, but
like, how far in the future are we?
It's been almost 10 years since this movie came out. Again,
Almost,
dying breed of like a style of film.
Yeah.
I think it did bomb at the box office too.
The Nice Guys? Did it
So,
really?
a lot of great, dude. The Thing bombed at the box office.
True.
A lot of fantastic.
Not
films
even
have
that.
bombed. I think
Recent films have been bombing at the box office. You know, like Furiosa that came out.
The Fall Guy as well.
The Fall Guy as well. These are like we saw The Fall Guy, and The Fall Guy was
liked
phenomenal. Like, it was a really good movie.
I wouldn't say like it's really fun. Like I enjoyed it.
I think it was really good because it was something different.
Yeah, it was.
You know, it did something different and it was entertaining from beginning to end.
I think the trailers made a massive disservice of not really focusing and highlighting that it was also a romance film.
Yeah,
I think it missed the mark. I think they just went like, it's only action, and I think
it kind of like gave people the wrong
impression of what the film was about.
Exactly that. When it was like, there was a lot more to it. You know, there was more depth to it than just.
Yeah, it was a fun movie. I really liked it.
Good movie, and I haven't seen Furiosa. I don't know if I'm going to see that in theaters. I think I might just do it for the channel. I think that would be more fun.
Probably.
We've seen Fury Road a long time ago.
Dude, that movie's good.
It's a really good movie, so I would like to see this. Most likely would do it for the channel, depending on what happens. I would like to. No promises, though.
No.
But those 2 movies bombed the box office, and it's bizarre to me. And it's just like, why?
I guess
I've heard nothing but good from Furiosa, especially.
Same.
And it's just like the fact that it didn't do well in the box office.
Maybe it's because it's a prequel film, and like you have to realize this too, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of different because like let's take Star Wars into consideration, right?
Yeah.
They started with the prequels for the next 3, correct?
Yeah.
But at least you had Darth Vader there and showed his origin. This one showed an origin of like Furiosa and such, but like there's no Mad Max, and maybe some people got turned off of that. The main character that's been in every other film, not present. It's focusing on a different on another character instead.
I didn't really think.
Maybe
of that.
that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing.
Potentially, I don't know.
I feel like some people have that mentality. It's like, oh, it's not the main character. I don't care. Not many people give a shit about side stories.
No, that's a valid point to make. And even like bringing up Star Wars as a good example, like the backstory of Darth Vader is something huge.
I think everybody wants to know that.
You know, everybody wants to know that, but does everybody want to know about Furiosa and her backstory?
Like the level of iconic nature of these characters.
I do think you make a good claim there. I think that it could be a factor to it all. But again, I still find it weird that it should have done at least well. Also, not as bad as it did.
Also, because it's summer. This is like primetime movie going.
Yeah, people actually want to go outside, right?
Yeah.
Well, you never know. When it comes to like these films not doing well in the box office, you just hope they do well for digital. You know, you just hope that people actually pay for it and don't pirate it and stuff like that.
True.
You know, you would hope that.
Again, it's a real shame.
Make up for the sales.
Because I don't know what it is. Because like Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire, whatever the hell it is, did amazing. Planet of the Apes, the new one, did amazing. So, like, I don't know if it's just like monkeys are the answer to success.
Maybe it's just add monkeys. You know,
I genuinely have no idea, because the fact that like Furiosa bombed surprises me. Just because Fury Road, but maybe it's because Fury Road was a long time ago though.
Yeah,
it has been a while.
It's been a while, dude. It's been quite a while.
So that could be
Could it also be a factor? I don't really know. To be fair though, maybe it could have been a marketing thing too. I don't think I saw a lot for this film in terms of marketing. Could that also come into play? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of variables that could come into play that I'm not too knowledgeable or don't know about in terms of like what happened to this film. Like I feel like there should be a solid answer for this.
No, but it's like what I was saying before. Like, dude, like, weirdly enough, certain films, even though they're like amazing, just bomb. I think even Scott Pilgrim, that bombed.
I'm not too surprised.
Really, I liked it a lot.
It was a good movie.
Oh, but maybe not everyone's cup of tea. It's very different.
It's very niche, in my opinion. It's very different, very niche, and it's like a specific group of individuals will enjoy this film. Not everybody will. Some people will just think it's like a cornball film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that does make sense to me. That one does.
Yeah, I don't know. It just, I think it's horribly sad, bro. Some of these movies that just like...
That just don't do well.
And because of that, like, they just don't get a sequel, or there's nothing more of that world. It just kind of dies with it.
Yeah, and again, you know, we're coming back to the nice guys. Don't worry, guys. We didn't forget about the film that we were actually talking about. Bring that back. It's like you said, it didn't do well in the box office, Nice Guys, right?
No, but it's everyone loves it though.
Bro, I'm not even kidding you. It has like almost like a cult following.
Dude, I swear to God, I've been recommended this film for the longest time. So when I put it on the poll and it won,
I've seen it in multiple comment sections.
Yeah,
multiple.
And you
videos.
know what the funniest thing is? The views for it don't match the amount of people who've requested it. That's the funniest thing for me.
You know, that's the wild thing about it too.
I don't care about the views, but I thought in contrast, it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
it's
a bit bizarre.
Yeah, right. But I don't care. Like, I got to watch that, and I'm happy, dude. That movie is fun, and like it's the epitome of just like fun action. It's so clever, and the way that it like subverts your expectations. Like when, like in the scene there, what is it, man? Oh, he's like, toss me the gun. He throws it out the window.
Oh
like,
yeah,
bro, that's so good. It's like the chances of that happening kind of high. In a situation like that, you could panic and like.
I kind of like also when Holland jumps off the building and he lives by landing in the pool and the other guy dies.
Yeah.
And he
sees Nixon in the water.
He sees Nixon. That was funny and that was foreshadowed very well. But it wasn't even that. He lives and he comes out of the water and he's like taking cover with next to Healy there, and he's just like, I think I'm invincible.
Yeah, that was
that was wild. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean?
He survived the drop from the top of the building into the pool, and he's like, I'm invincible.
I'm invincible. Cover me, and he starts running. I was like, holy shit.
You have to also realize, dude, he survived being in tons of gunfights and everything.
Not just that, but he's also a high-functioning alcoholic.
Yeah.
You know?
So that adds to the
loosely on the functioning. Alright? Very loosely on the functioning.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god, okay, one of my favorite parts of this film, just because it was around that scene, is when he's asking the guy questions. He's like, thanks, buddy. How do you know my name was Buddy? I don't know why, but that is so good. It's so stupid and simple, but God, I eat that shit up.
Again, it's just the writing is perfect. Especially even like the kid on his bike. It's like, hey, $5 want to see my dick? He's like, no, I don't want to see that. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
That was funny.
And the kid just wouldn't drop the fact that he had a huge dong. It's like, bro, like what?
Yeah, he was trying to sell it a little.
Yeah, it was
much.
really creepy.
Like, take it easy, buddy. I don't want to see that shit, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Just, again, like, the movie was just on another level when it came to like its humor.
The movie was very funny. It was just really good, and it's unfortunate because it's just like the movie ends setting up a possible sequel, like an easy sequel, and you know it's never gonna come, just because, as you said, it didn't do well enough. And unfortunately, when it comes to movies, we've talked about this in so many podcasts by now. You guys are probably like, all right, guys, we get it. But again,
this happened predominantly, in my opinion, in the 2010s. If your film does not do well in the box office, there will be nothing else for it.
Mm-hmm.
That world is dead. It's over. It is very rare they'll go back and be like, okay, maybe. No, generally speaking, your world is dead.
Unfortunately,
a lot of these more original ideas that come out, like, again, the Fall Guy, even.
Yeah.
Like, they come out these, like, well, not original. I think the Fall Guy was based off of some old TV show or some shit. I don't know.
Is that actually?
Loosely.
I have no idea. Either way,
apparently so.
I don't know.
Again,
I felt like it's not the concept that felt original, but it was the way the movie was shot and directed as well.
Yeah, the way
it was presented in a much more different way that I'm not used to, and it was like a breath of fresh air.
And oh god, I couldn't even talk about that movie bit more because Aaron Taylor Johnson in that film was perfect.
Perfection.
Absolute
Honestly, dude, he's one of my favorite actors, and I wish he would get more work.
You know what would be great? I think he would be good in a buddy cop film. Have Aaron Taylor Johnson playing a really
Just
weird
put Aaron
character.
Taylor Johnson together with Ryan Gosling. Buddy cop film.
Dude, yeah.
There
honestly,
you go.
I would watch it.
Unfortunately,
I would love it.
they didn't get a lot of screen time together in that movie, but when they were really funny. Like, you could see they bounced off each other pretty well.
Yeah.
The two of them, put them in a buddy cop film, man, and you got peak cinema waiting to happen.
Gold.
I'm telling you guys.
I don't know, because that's what I love the most about this film. It took that idea, and it nailed it. And it's now probably the most recent film I can think of that nails that buddy cop dynamic perfectly. Because again,
the Nice Guys?
Yeah, because like surprisingly so, Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. These are two actors I would never think would have that kind of chemistry. They work so naturally together.
It kind of reminds me. It's very similar as to Will Smith and oh my God, how am I forgetting?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. It's kind of like those two as well. You look at them and you're like, could it work? Like, would they get along well? And it turns out they do, and their chemistry is insane. It's the same thing with these two guys. You wouldn't expect it, but it turns out it works extremely well.
Yeah.
You know, and the last movie I saw with Russell Crowe was like Gladiator, and I was like,
was it? No. Oh.
No. I can't. Have we watched a Russell Crowe movie on this channel? I don't know, because I could be like talking out my ass here.
The last film I watched that he was in was Thor: Love and Thunder. He played Zeus. I watched it at my own time, and that movie.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the most recent one that sucked?
Oh, it's god awful.
Was that Love and Thunder?
Yep. That's Love and Thunder. Before it was Ragnarok.
Oh, that's why Ragnarok was the good one.
Ragnarok was awesome. It was fun. It was great. It was witty. And then you get to Love and Thunder, and it's like.
Yeah, I never saw Love and Thunder.
Don't.
I know. I'm never gonna touch it, but
never.
So
ever.
like the last movie I remember him being in that I could. It's Gladiator. That's the last one. That's a long time ago.
Gladiator's so.
I haven't
good.
seen Gladiator since I was young.
Dude, they're doing Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'll
why.
be real. Gladiator does not need a sequel.
Shouldn't be called.
I hate it.
Here's the thing: don't do Gladiator 2. Just do something different. Wow. Doesn't need to be Gladiator 2. It could have a different title.
Again, I hate that it's like
they're banking off the title alone.
And again, following up what we've been talking about this whole conversation, it's these pre-existing films and titles that basically are what is generating the viewership and revenue coming.
Yeah.
People are going to come see, oh, I like Gladiator. Gladiator 2, let's see if it's shit or not.
Here's the problem.
And that's what brings the people to go watch it.
Here's the problem. It's not, I don't blame the people at the top. I blame the audience.
Yep.
Because they're the ones that are actually eating the shit up.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Yep.
You know, they keep doing it because you guys keep eating it.
I think I agree. I think to an extent, there are a lot of people blame
the consumers should be blamed to a heavily blamed for.
Yeah, because you are right. A lot of people will blame the higher ups, these executives, to keep making sequels and remakes. But realistically speaking, you guys, the viewers and consumers, you guys are choosing what you're watching. And there's these great films that are bombing in the box office that are fun, great things to go see and just have a good time.
You're not watching them.
And you're not watching them. And that's why they're not really putting in the effort or time to make them, because you guys aren't going to go see it.
Mm-hmm.
To some extent, I think viewers should really take some accountability, responsibility in the fact that we keep getting these shitty remakes and sequels. Or trying to extend the universe of old stories that very rarely ever work. I think Cobra Kai is a very rare, incredible, performing, reviving of a franchise.
Or Creed, Creed
as well.
Creed was a great way of passing the torch.
I like Creed 1 and Creed 2 were
very good. Creed 3 was I'm 50-50.
It had its moments where it shined, and it had its moments where it's
It had its moments where it was good, but the training montage sucked, and the music wasn't that good for the training montage.
I will agree. The music.
That was my biggest problem with 3.
Yeah. I like the risks that it took with the cinematography, though.
Oh yeah, it did
very
different
interesting stuff.
Yeah, that was you know what? That was my only complaint with the film. I really the training montage is what I'm always waiting for, and it
wasn't as impressive. As the past two.
It was the weakest of the Creed films in terms of training montage. Mm-hmm. You know, 1's the best, obviously, and then 2's really good. But it's just I don't know. I was just really, that's it? You could have done so much more. You know?
Dude, I don't know. Again, it's a shame that these movies are just they're not more banging.
Yeah.
Because I like this. The Nice Guys is so perfect.
Nice Guys was good. Fall Guy was good.
Because in a sense, the Nice Guys give me Coen Brothers feeling. Things just keep getting worse. Honestly.
Oh, you know what? I think you might have mentioned that in the video.
It gave me a strong feeling of the Coen Brothers, man.
Where everything just keeps getting worse, and they have something, and they somehow have to manage it on the fly and figure it out.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're so right.
It made me really think of the goofiness, Raising Arizona. in a sense, because dude, we've seen Raising Arizona, we have the reaction, and I actually recently found the original files of the reaction.
But it's like one of the...
It's very old, so I
is,
don't know if I want to put it on the channel because the quality is ass beyond belief.
It's so old, this reaction, guys. Like, literally, it's with the old setup. The old microphone, the old camera. Like, it looks... It's really gnarly, dude. Not in a good way. It looks like shit. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
It's rough, but
so
if you guys really want it, I would maybe consider actually bringing that. I think I have that. What's the next one? I think I have Idiocracy
as well. Idiocracy.
Idiocracy is so.
We still get
good.
Idiocracy recommended to us. It's like we've already done it.
I know.
You know, unfortunately, we've done it already. Those films are on the Patreon though.
So if you're again, I think I have 2 others. I can't remember what they are. We're Raising Arizona and Idiocracy.
We also have all of Squid Games on Patreon as well.
Yes, and I still have all of Squid Games.
All of it's still there. We just never uploaded it. We're weird because we're very weird because like when Squid Games was being done, a lot of people uploaded and stuff like that. Like you know, it's the trend chasing. You know, you got to make views. You got to get some currency. You know, I get it. You know, get that bag. But for us, we didn't care, so we just did it and we just like left it on the Patreon for anybody who was interested in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't really give a shit that much about it.
No, good show though.
Very good show though. It's coming. The season 2's coming out soon.
I'm very concerned.
Season 2? I don't know why they would do a season 2. I think it was just best leave it at that. I think it just did too well, and it's just like anything else that does well, get a sequel.
Yeah, I really hope that it's at least decent, man. Like I'm so concerned.
I agree.
Anything with a strong first season terrifies me.
Yeah.
Because all that could follow is like either it's not too bad, this is actually interesting, or oh my god, this is so shit.
Yeah. Why did you even bother?
Very rarely does a TV series, I think, get that sequel, and I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. I think Breaking Bad did that. It was like, season 2, right? And it was. I think Breaking Bad was pre-planned. They
Breaking Bad was
planned it
all
out.
5 seasons were all planned out, and they were ready to go with it. So that's a different case. It's
it's very different. Well, The Bear. I think The Bear wasn't even. They didn't think of a season 2.
I like The Bear.
Yeah, and the season 2 is good.
Season 1's better, but season 2 isn't bad. Season 2 has a lot of good moments.
It has great moments.
It has great moments in it. Season 2 is like really good.
Like the fact that I'm excited for a season 3 tells me enough.
Yeah, it's the only TV series that I look forward to the sequels. You know, I look forward to more seasons. Though again, I don't watch a lot of TV, so that could be the case.
That's true. I don't really care about TV.
Literally, The Bear is like the only thing that the only thing I've seen.
It's like the most recent TV
most
show
recent TV series. K-dramas don't count. I'm watching a K-drama for my girlfriend. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying it. It's good, you know. But I don't count it as TV. I feel like it's its own separate entity in terms of media. You know, it doesn't feel the same as TV series. It's like so different.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. It's like a different vibe.
Yeah.
Than what you would get with like, whatever. You guys understand what I mean.
I don't, but I'll pretend.
Good enough for me. We'll work with that.
But yeah. Again, I guess like the whole like concept of this is just it's sad to see such great ideas just flounder.
Not go anywhere else.
Yeah. Just because it's like again, it's the audience.
You know, yeah, they're not fully to blame, but there are a big portion of the blame should rest on them.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to blame the guys up top, but I mean
marketing, you know, and all this stuff. Yeah, you can blame them 100%. I get it.
Yep.
But to an extent, as viewers, we have to take responsibility because we are choosing what we're going to watch.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
All right, so we're going to get a lot more CGI monkey movies. That's all I know.
Yeah, apparently CGI monkey movies are what's in now.
We're going to get like a live action Curious George.
Maybe.
Curious George is just going to be like a literal CGI.
The North American version of Sun Wukong. It's coming.
Holy shit!
It's going to be terrible as well.
Oh, I don't want to. Don't even mention that. I want to see that.
Right?
No, go.
That'd be terrible.
Oh no. I think we'll end it here.
We're gonna. The Nice Guys was great. You could tell that we actually enjoyed the film a lot. It was a really good movie. Unfortunate that it probably won't get a sequel.
It won't.
I mean,
I'm confident
most likely won't, and it's an unfortunate thing because it is a very good movie.
It makes me think of a quote recently before we move on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think someone asked, I think it was Shane Black, the guy who wrote it. I think someone asked him, like, why wasn't there a sequel to it? And he's just like, because none of you nerds went to go see it. Like, he straight up just said, you guys didn't go watch it. It's like, that's why there's not a sequel.
The movie became popular when it went way too late, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
And nowadays, that lateness is already, the train's passed. Like, it's done.
Yeah, unfortunately. So he even said it there, you know?
Yeah. I can't remember. I think it was Shane Black. I don't know who said it.
Somebody said it.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was him. He just said because none of you nerds went to go see it.
I love that, man.
It's so
true, dude.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
But,
Nerds, you gotta watch better movies, guys.
Please, for the love of God.
You gotta go to the theater and pick the good movies, all right? Stop looking at shit all the time. Actually, no. King Kong Godzilla thing might actually be a fun time. I don't think it's a cinematic masterpiece, but it might be a good time. You know, it's just monsters beating the shit out of each other. That sounds fun. And plus, Planet of the Apes. I mean, the last 3 movies we saw them, they were really good. So I'm assuming this one might be at least, you know, pretty good.
Again, existing franchise, very easy.
Yeah, so I mean,
so everyone was just probably thinking like, yo, more Planet of the Apes, yo, I gotta see this.
More monkeys, let's go, man.
Yeah, more monkeys.
More monsters beating the shit out of each other. Let's go. Yeah,
that's
makes sense.
But
all right,
we'll move on.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna leave the nice guys in the dust. We're gonna leave them behind like they've been left behind.
Sequel.
Like the potential sequel, Left Behind.
R.I.P.
Never gonna happen. We're gonna move on to Waiting.
Oh.
Waiting was an interesting movie because it's truly a product of its time.
Yeah.
When this came out, what year did this come out? Do you mind just checking for me real quick?
I think Waiting's like 2000.
I'm very curious.
2005.
Yeah, you know what? It feels like it came out early 2000s.
Yeah, it
all
does.
right? Like, it generally
It
feels
does.
it. There's just, like, some things in this movie where I was just like, yeah, it feels 2000 as
Dude,
hell.
it made me just like, God, the good old days, man.
Yeah, you know.
Back in the day, like, this is the way it
Dude,
was.
dude, okay, guys, they used a slur so much in this movie, I'm not even gonna say it.
You guys know the F slur.
You guys know the F slur, all right? And it
Yeah.
doesn't have a U. All right, it's a different vowel.
It doesn't have a U.
Different vowel, okay, guys? An A follows up, all right? You know where I'm going with that. Bro,
I was actually amazed.
I need somebody, one of you guys or somebody needs to have like some kind of like counter.
Like a stopwatch, just like counting.
A counter.
Like,
You need one. Bro, they drop it so much. I'm like, and
But dude, that's the 2000s.
that was the 2000s, bro. I was there.
Bro.
I was living there.
Bro, in the
High school, man, everyone used that word as a,
Bro, it was like, that's what you called your friends. That's what you called everybody.
that's what you called your friends, your dog, your mom, your dad. Everyone was one,
Yeah.
apparently.
It's kind of like the word homie.
Yeah.
That's literally what it was.
Literally, it was like almost it was used as a word of endearment towards people that you're friends or that you're close to.
Yeah.
Crazy. And it just kind of like,
Wild.
it went wild and it evolved into something more hateful, you know? Crazy, dude. But yeah, 2000s, man. That
Wild times, dude.
it almost felt like what's that thing I'm trying to, you know,
Nostalgic?
nostalgic to a sense in a way.
It was
But
like
also
for me, it was like a blast to the past.
yes, but it made me feel like you know when you like put like a you know when people they take like a something and they bury it and they come and they unbury it for like 10 years later.
I had it in my head until you explained
I'm
it like
so
an
sorry.
idiot, and you're
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, that's gonna bother the shit out of me.
Yeah, I kind
Time
of.
capsule.
Yeah, it kind of felt like a time capsule.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, oh, like I felt it, man, as I was watching it.
Perfectly encapsulates that era, that time period. The jokes, the humor, everything. Which again, like Ryan Reynolds, really just masterful with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
He
He's
just-
a funny guy. He's a funny guy. Though Monty was a predator.
Monty.
Not the cool kind that fought Arnold. Alright? The kind that should be put on a list. Alright?
Yeah.
Monty was kind of a...
Yeah, Monty was something
He
else.
was kind of weird with the way...
Yeah, but he seemed like he was all talk near the end. Actually.
Oh, I think it was all talk.
it's
It was
part
just-
of it. It's part of his shtick.
100%. But that's not something that you could...
That's not something you should make part of your
That's
shtick.
not a shtick that you would use
No.
today.
No.
You know, that's not a shtick you could use today. You know,
No,
that'd
but we
be a
all
terrible one.
But I think everyone knows that kind of guy. That kind of guy who keeps trying to hang around and stick with like a younger audience.
Kind of like the loser that never moved on. You know?
They peak.
But he seems cool because everyone
kind
he
of-
hangs out with is younger, so they think he's cooler, but he's
Yeah.
an actual a loser.
But any person older than him knows he's a loser.
100%.
Yeah, because
yeah.
they already peaked in high school. It's that kind of person, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, god damn, bro. But what I like though is like, I love the fact that literally showing their dicks and balls became like this like source of camaraderie that made the whole restaurant run better.
And improve their productivity. In
Just
some
because
weird
they were
way.
having like a lot of fun screwing with each other, getting to kick each other in the ass.
I mean,
It's
to
just-
be fair though, if you make work fun, yeah,
Game changer.
People will actually want to be there.
Yeah.
You know, if you make work somewhat in an enjoyable environment,
Mm.
people will all of a sudden want to be there, want to work.
Yeah.
Especially if the people you work with are really cool as well. That's just a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I feel like, I think those are the two most important things in terms of like a working environment. Are the people cool and good?
Do I
Right?
get along with them?
Can I get along with these guys? Are they chill individuals? No drama, no nothing, right? You know, yeah.
Drama's cringe.
Drama's cringe. And is the environment fun? You know, is it just like, yes, work, but at the same time, have fun while doing it?
Do these people have a soul?
Yeah, do these people want you to have the soul?
Yeah, or has this career sucked it dry?
Am I working in a building with no windows? Where am I? What time is it? How long have I been here?
I wanted to actually ask you if you have any personal stories, because I know you worked in a cafe. Like, when it came to, like, the service industry and having to do, like, that kind of involvement with people, do you have any stories of clients that were so obnoxiously annoying? I'm genuinely fascinated.
So
I've never had a real job, by the way.
You guys need context for this. The cafe was like a small cafe, and I worked alone. I worked by myself when I was working. All right, so I ran the whole thing. I did the cash register, I did the cooking, I did the coffee making. I did it all by myself in this like little area, right? And it was inside of a hair salon. There was a lot of women. All right, a lot of women would come in. Okay, I flirted a lot with them. All right, and I got really good tips. I was working part-time, maybe like 3 days a week, and I was making like almost full-time salary.
Yep.
Shit was crazy, man. All right, I would be walking out of there with good tips, man. It was like, you know, like, even like Monty, right? He would leave with like $100 tips per day, something like that, man. It was just like really easy. All right, but again, that comes with things that aren't good. I had like a few guys show up and say, "Hey, can you stop flirting with my girlfriend?" A few times. I'm like, bro, I didn't know.
It's like, bro, I'm trying to make money.
I'm trying to make money. I don't care. Get away from me. All right, I'm making money, buddy. I didn't know that they had anyone. If that was the case, they shouldn't flirt back. Tell them, you know, talk to them, not me. I don't care.
True.
You know, or sometimes you would get like annoying customers. Oh my, bro, wow. 2 people showed up. I had instantly, man. Wow. There's one woman who I think was an idiot. And she showed up and she was like, because we also served muffins there, all right?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you know, I want like 6 muffins. I was like, that's a lot of muffins. She's like, oh, I'm just gonna freeze them and eat them later. I was like, okay, you do know these muffins are like, they're kosher muffins, all right? Because I was like, they were kosher muffins, so they were made differently. I was like,
yeah,
they're kosher muffins. Are you sure you want to do that? She's like, oh, I've done it before. It's fine. I'm like, all right, cool. You take your 6 muffins and just screw off. She comes back a day or 2 later, and she like starts complaining to me about the muffins because she froze them and they didn't taste that good after she unfroze them. They left defrost. And I said, I told you.
It's not even just that, but like if you freeze anything that's fresh,
yeah,
you're going to lose a lot of that goodness.
Not even that, because they're also made to be kosher, so it's not the same as a normal muffin.
Yes.
Right. So it's not going to defrost the same way.
Yes.
And it's going to be kind of. Of course, it's not going to be as good if you had a normal muffin and did that, right? And it's just like I told her that. And she still comes up to me, starts complaining about it. I'm like, do you want anything? She's like, no, and walked away. She just complained to me.
So she came back to bitch and left?
That was it? I was like, what? And there was also a time where I had a client walk up to me, and so in the area that I was working in, so we live in Quebec. There's a lot of French that's spoken here. And I can't speak French, but I can understand it. And a woman came up to me, she was speaking in French to me, and I was just like answering in English, right? She understood me, I understood her. It was great, right? I got everything for her. I finished the order and whatnot, gave her stuff, and she was just like, oh, you know, it's Quebec, you know, you should serve people in French or serve me in French.
By the way, there's a lot of like...
there is a lot of that goes around in Quebec, you know, there's a lot of people who are kind of like... if you don't speak French, you're not human. You know? So it's just like, so she was like, okay, you should have served me in French, and I was just like, I don't see the problem. I literally served. Like, we were able to communicate with each other with no issues. I think it's fine, you know. And she was like complaining about it and stuff like that, and I was just like, lady, like I said, I told her, how do I say it in a nice way?
You can say it in a bad way.
All right, so she's just like, she was getting a little like aggressive with the tone, like the way she was speaking to me, like very like rude. She started to get rude to me, and I just told her like, hey, you know what, like everything was fine. I was able to serve you perfectly fine. I said, but next time if you want like a coffee or you want something, I just told her next time just like, you know, F off, like screw off, and maybe go out in the mall over there. There's a mall nearby. Go over there. They'll serve you coffee and they'll serve you in French. Just get it there. I don't give a shit. Like literally, like just get away from me. You never have to come back. They'll serve it for you. I don't care. She's like, you're gonna lose a customer. That's the point. Get away from me. All right, you're one person. You're not important. Go away. And she just walked away, like complaining. I was like, oh, whatever. But again,
I see, like, I would understand if there was like a barrier in which she couldn't get what she wanted,
No.
but like everything worked out.
Everything worked out pretty well.
It's
you know?
just it's complaining for the sake of complaining.
Essentially.
It's very exhausting people who are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just find something to get upset over. It's like, dude, there's so many worse things in this world.
Yeah.
Just because they're not speaking the language you prefer.
Yeah, you know, I do get it. It is Quebec, and I should have I've never learned the language. I'm not really I guess I just never cared. And I've gotten around fine here. You know, sure, some people are rude to us. You know, certain.
Oh yeah, I've had
people
people give me attitudes when
and
they.
Sometimes they give me attitude, or sometimes they give us not even that, but we also have a French last name, so it doesn't help the case. So they see our French last name, they're like, "Oh, okay, you speak French?" No, I don't. Surprise! You know, I'm a disgrace. You know, I'm a bastard.
I'm an English pig.
Haha, wink, wink, wink. You know, and it's just like, I think as long as we can communicate with each other and get whatever we need to do done, I don't see an issue.
No.
You know, kind of thing. But
Like,
some
if
people,
you couldn't understand or, like, and you couldn't get what you want, then I would understand there's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I thought it was perfectly fine. And then she got really rude and aggressive with me. I was like, I just served you. What are you doing? Get out of here. You're done. You know?
Yeah, I've been very fortunate that the work I've done has been predominantly at home and alone.
I'm telling you.
I couldn't work with people. I'd be fired. I'm telling you, I can't do it.
It's not even working with people. I think customer service is very hard.
Dude, there's a reason why whenever I like go to like restaurants, etc.
Yeah.
If they're like a human being, I'm like, I tip very well.
I'm very nice to
them.
them.
Incredibly kind and understanding of
Yes.
anything. It's like, I know for a fact there's 2 golden rules, man. Customer service is a living hell to work in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make these people's lives harder.
Oh, yeah.
This shit sucks, and I know
Especially
it
as
does.
someone who's experienced it firsthand.
Yeah.
I have even more respect for them.
Yeah, like, I haven't experienced it, but I can get a basic understanding that it sucks ass.
Yeah.
And 2, they're handling my goddamn food. I am in no way going to complain, whine, bitch, or moan. I'm going to be as nice as possible to make sure I get my food not contaminated with any substances.
You gotta play it safe, man. A lot of these people who work there don't have a lot to lose, all right?
No, they don't.
All right, they're willing to do some crazy shit to your food or drinks, all right?
Not all of them are really loving their work environment.
Yeah. So
But,
yeah, those are the 2 people I can remember. I know I had other. I most likely had others. All right, I know that.
It's been a while, bro.
And the thing is the worst part is just like most of the experiences I had with people in terms of that were rude or just not nice. It was never that I was incompetent with my job. It was more so that they were just horrible people to begin with. Like they just wanted to find something to be mad about or upset about, you know. And it's just like I found it weird. Like, why are you taking it out on me? I'm literally trying. I'm trying to serve you something. I'm trying to give you something to make your day better. You know.
But that's how some
Provide
people.
your
But that's
service.
how some people are, man. Like,
I think it's like a form of entitlement, man. It's weird.
not even just a form of entitlement, but I think a lot of people don't recognize how horrible they treat other people just because they're miserable themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They use it as a kind of a way to like deflect how shit they feel and mediocre they are in their own lives. And sometimes it's just a power move. They're probably working in positions or they're have moments in their lives where they have no control. So this is the only control that they get, and they kind of like abuse it because it makes them feel a little bit better the fact that they're just nothing.
Unfortunate for them, it didn't work for me.
No.
That was it. No, man. I have a problem, guys, with I believe it's called ODD. So it's like over-defined disorder. Word defined is enough for you to know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't take well to people telling me what to do.
Nope.
Or I don't take well to authority figures.
Nope.
Never have. And it's just like, man, I just can't take it, dude. I can't take their shit. That's it.
Yeah, I know. Like sometimes, like even if I just ask you to do something, like hey Curtis, you tell me like screw myself or something, like
especially if it's something you can do on your own, like yeah.
No, not just generally. Like I feel like most times you'll probably go screw yourself or something. Like
yeah.
I
don't like being told what to do.
No, he doesn't.
I really
gotta work around that.
Yeah.
It's like how about we do this? How about we do that?
Pretty much, yeah.
Don't make it a you thing. Make it a we thing.
I'm not saying like I have no control over it. Of course, I do.
There's just the tolerance is just.
If
not
I didn't
there.
have control over it, I wouldn't have ever had a job. All right, and I had a job. I worked under people, and it's just like, but there are like, there's like, my limit is very, very minute. You know, like, I don't take shit from people.
I have no excuse for the fact I just don't like listening to what people tell me.
You'll never hear me say, "I'm sorry, you're right." The customer's not always right, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you.
The customer's an asshole.
The customer's an asshole, and sometimes they're an idiot also. All right, and sometimes they need to know. You know, personally, one person leaving saying I'm never coming again is just like, all right, whatever. Does it make a? Is it a dent on your business? No. More than anything,
You don't have to deal with them again.
It makes life better.
Yeah, it's
you know,
nice.
it's so nice.
Like, I'm not gonna tell my friends about this place. Good, they probably suck too.
Yeah, if they're your friends, they suck even harder, probably.
Like,
jeez.
it's just win, 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 win.
Yeah, I feel bad for them. They tolerate you daily. But yeah. So waiting, I feel like with waiting, what really gave me that feel is when the guy giving the money said, "You need this more than me," kind of thing.
Oh, you know what? I really wanted to talk about that, and it was amazing how like it
Kind of went in full circle, right?
Yeah, with Dean, because he did that to that one guy who gave him $1. Like, bro, you didn't have to do that. Just, you know what? Take it, accept the person's a piece of shit, and let it go. Yeah. It's not worth it.
For that, yeah.
And then,
there are some moments you should just let go.
Yeah, and like,
it's nothing bad.
Especially that $100 tip, and he kept saying, "Oh, it's gotta be a mistake. It's gotta be a mistake. Gotta be a mistake." And like he couldn't let it go, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you seem like you need it more than I do." Ooh. Bro, it's just to have that thrown back at him as well, because
he hits twice as hard, man.
Yeah, it was just like, shit, that was actually really well done. Yeah. And I think that was like the big turning point for him. Like, I can't be here. Well,
not even that, but I feel like Dean's a super relatable character. I've already talked about this, I think, in the reaction at the end. But I mean, like, even like, again, I worked at the video game thing, and I had a similar experience like with Dean. You know, people always want to promote you. You know, you're in a job where you know you don't want to be here forever. Yeah. Right? You don't want this to be a forever thing, but you're throwing promotions almost as if they're trying to trap you there. And it's just like, I felt the same
terrifying.
Thing. It's terrifying. And the thing, like Dean, he was offered the promotion, he didn't take it. I was offered a promotion 6 times. 6 times, and I just kept saying no. And it's just like, I knew that I could not be here forever. And if I take the promotion, I'm so screwed.
It's just going to make it more difficult to leave.
Pretty much. It's like, because then you're adding so much responsibility that leaving's even harder. Yeah. You know? And it's just like, again, if you don't want to be there in your heart, if you know you don't want to be at whatever working environment you're in, you have to be able to put your foot down and say, no, I don't want this. You know, because you know there's something else out there for you. You know, this isn't the end goal.
And generally speaking, you get a slight pay increase.
It's not
and more responsibility that does, and the pay increase does not match the responsibility.
100% yes.
I think that's the biggest thing nowadays. Like, man, people get trapped into getting a lot more responsibility. They have a lot more work to do, and they're like, dude, I literally got like 50 more cents an hour. It's like, goddamn.
I'll tell you one thing.
It's harsh.
It was never enough. It was never enough for the amount of responsibilities they would throw your way. That was it. No. Oh man, you know what? Waiting just like is like a blast from the past. Like, not even just a blast from the past in terms of like being from the 2000s, but it just brings back so many bad memories
of customer service,
of working a real job.
Yeah, again, I'm fortunate.
Like, we're super fortunate for the position we're in. Like, literally, we just do just watch movies for a living right now. We just do YouTube for a living, and it's just like, I'll never take this for granted.
No, there's a reason why we're more than happy to receive hate comments.
Oh, we deserve it.
We deserve it. Honestly, you should hate us. If you hate us for any reason, go for it. I remember I got a comment a couple 2 days ago. Like, you like calling us losers, and all we do we're like nobodies. We're unemployed pieces of shit, just sitting here watching movies. And I'm like, yeah, pop off, King. You're right.
No, but he's right.
Yeah, I'm like, all right,
okay.
True.
Like,
I do that a lot. I'll be like, true, bro, true. I get it. I get it, man. I don't blame you.
I don't. Trust me.
I hate me too.
Right? Like, my God, it's unfair. I get it, guys. It's unfair. But, like, again, like, more than anything, it's just like, it's thanks to you guys that we're able to even do this.
Yeah.
You know, without the fans, without the people who watch your stuff or even support our stuff, we wouldn't be able to be people that are worth hating. You know?
Thank you for making us being worth the hatred we receive.
Yeah. Again, so if anybody hates us, by all means, you're probably right.
Please let us know again.
Let us know, especially if it's because we're jobless.
Unemployed pieces of shit.
Unemployed, obnoxious pieces of shit. I think that's the problem. I think it's because we are obnoxious and loud as well. And it's just like, I can't believe these assholes get to do this. Dude, I'm working a 9 to 5, and these assholes are doing this.
I got a comment recently. A guy's like, "Why the hell are you guys always screaming?"
Why not?
Why not?
I'm happy to be alive. I'm proud to be alive.
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun living and breathing. You know, it's not my fault that you're not.
You don't go and have fun and be like, "Hey guys, I'm having a really great time today." Like, no, it does that. You're like, "Woo, I'm having fun."
I'm having fun. I've got energy, dude. I'm ready to expend it. Let's go. You know? Exactly. God, man, it's like, But
I think that's it for waiting, man. I think we should jump to our questions.
That's it for waiting.
But like, actually, the time just blew by, dude, talking about all this stuff.
You brought up past employment, man. You shouldn't do that.
Dude, but, like,
I have a lot of bad memories. I have
dude.
so many more stories. It's just like I'm not going to tell them. In
There'll
this
be
one.
another day.
There'll be another day to go in depth on both my jobs that I had.
Yeah.
That you guys could be filled in on.
Yeah.
But yeah, more than anything, that's it for waiting. We're gonna move on to the questions and highlights. yes.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. This is like my favorite segment too.
I like the segment too.
Yeah.
One of the comments I picked, they stroked my ego a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll introduce the first one.
Yes, by all means, go ahead.
This comes from 32 Inked. What do you guys like to do for fun, together or separately?
Oh.
I want to hear about your hobbies. Well, that's actually really sweet of you.
Right, I thought this was just a really genuinely nice comment.
You're a great person. I love you.
Yeah, that's really great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can start with the obvious. You can ramble on about it for a bit too if you like.
Okay, guys. So my favorite thing that I do is work out. All right, working out is probably the most important thing that I do for myself. All right, it's not even a hobby anymore. It's a lifestyle. It's a minor addiction. Actually, no, it's a full-blown addiction. I love working out. We both like playing video games. Video games are a big hobby.
To be fair, though, I have started working out and I've dropped like 20 pounds.
Yeah, Chris has been getting. He got bit by the workout bug.
I've been very consistent, and I've been. I think I've been doing it maybe 2-3 months now.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 months actually.
Yeah.
And like I've been really pushing myself to be consistent with it. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Working out is a cheat code. Like I mentally feel better. I physically feel better. Like it just makes you feel better in general.
That's it,
Like
baby.
honestly,
That's it.
just take the leap of faith and give it a shot.
I'm telling
like
you.
honest to God, like it's nice.
If you feel like shit, try working out for a bit.
Honestly,
right?
I was having like a lot of trouble sleeping, trouble waking up in the morning. Bro, I have no problems no more.
Yes,
Working out literally helped me come over that kind of
Yes,
like
sir.
shit feeling.
Yes, sir.
It's been good, but yeah.
So yeah,
Continue,
working
sorry.
out is what I do for fun. I know a lot of people think that's weird because I think a lot of people see working out as something not fun. But it's like, I'm not even kidding you. I genuinely enjoy it and I have fun doing it.
I think
it's the thing that I have the most fun doing.
But I think the biggest reason why people don't have fun doing it is maybe because like when you start at the beginning, man, it's hard.
When you get good at it, it's a lot of fun.
When you start seeing progress and you start improving.
I liked it a lot even in the beginning. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, but a lot of people get turned off by it, by the fact that maybe they don't have the strength and they see everyone else being stronger and they kind of like, it's demoralizing.
That's your problem right there. You're already comparing yourself to others.
Bingo. You got to start wherever you begin and then keep working from there.
That's
you can't compare yourself to where people are because they're already halfway or maybe they're farther down their journey.
Yeah.
So at that point, you're setting yourself up to fail.
Pretty much. It's just so you got to focus on yourself. And I'm telling you, when you see progression, when you see yourself feeling better, moving better.
Yeah, like don't even think about like losing weight or gaining muscle. Like there's a lot of other
get into the habit.
There's a lot of positives that come with it as well. Like I said, I feel so much better in the mornings now. I don't feel like a piece of shit.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, video games as well. Something
video games is a big one that we do. There's a lot of games that we've played and whatnot. I've played video games recently. Been kind of like not in the mood. But when the next big game drops that I'm looking forward to, I'll probably get into video games again.
Elden Ring DLC.
Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. I'll probably get into that. There's also reading manga. Reading manga is a big hobby for the two of us. We love reading manga.
Yeah, as you can tell, all of the tattoos I have on my arm here are all inspired by like manga I've read that I really love.
Yeah.
Can't like get it all the way around, but yeah, I have. How much do I have now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 6. Yeah, I think I have 6.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's something that we really love a lot.
Manga's great. What other hobbies? Oh, I play the drums. Drumming, that's a hobby.
He be drumming.
I be drumming.
I don't do any musical instruments. I'm musically challenged, as I am creatively as well. I'm creatively challenged, man. I'm not really good when it comes to art stuff.
I feel like there's other things that I can't really...
hobbies that I enjoy and that I do in my life.
Those are the primary things. I feel like there might be other things, but that's the primary stuff that truly matters.
I'd say listening to music. Dude, everyone listens to music.
Everyone listens to music. Whenever someone says, I listen to music as a hobby, I'm like,
because
everyone does it.
Because you can find people that are like, oh, I don't really touch video games, I don't like video games. There's not a person that says, I don't like music, I don't listen to music, ew, music, ew.
Yeah, it's very
I
rare.
feel like I've never met a person that genuinely meant that.
Unless they can't hear. Then,
if you're deaf, you don't have a choice.
They have a solid excuse as to why they don't listen to music.
Yeah,
but for the most part, most people do listen to music. I don't consider it as a hobby, really.
Yeah. So, there you go.
I feel like that's it.
I'll say reading. I've read books.
Reading. I throw manga into reading as well. I
Yeah,
don't
you know what?
It's
Let's
the
throw
same.
it together.
It's the same thing. Just sum it up all together.
Yeah, because I
put it in there.
finished 3 books recently, so
Yeah. So reading, I just
That's been fun.
I throw it into that. So yeah, those are our current hobbies that I can remember.
yeah,
There you go. You got to know us a little bit more. Cool beans.
cool.
Sick. All right, let's go for the next one, buddy. Alistair Denvin. I subscribed to you guys a while ago. I needed to highlight this person because they have recently become a winner. They chose to be a winner.
A while ago, doesn't mean
A
recent.
while ago. No,
I mean, some time ago.
some time ago. But they subscribed.
They made the right decision. at
They
least.
made the right choice when it was, like, presented to them. You know? So, good on you, Alistair Denvin. You're a real one. Good job.
Highlighted for your beauty, generosity.
And smart thinking. Next one. Next comment.
All right.
This one comes from Burned Geels? Whatever it is. As long as Curtis flexes and talks about how he is someone who your mother is always talking about in your intros, I'll watch anything you guys post. Curtis, what is your workout routine? You guys should definitely watch the Orphan movie franchise. Oh,
Sounds like a lonely film.
sounds maybe in October, but okay. My workout routine. I will not give away my trade secrets because my workout routine, my programming is done by yours truly. All right, I do my own programming. I do my own everything. All right.
Tell them why.
Well, I do it on my own because, well, I've had bad experiences with personal trainers.
It's not just that, he's certified.
Yes, I'm also a certified personal trainer. I went through courses and stuff like that. I know what I'm doing more than anything. And I've also had bad experiences with personal trainers back in the day where they would just give me information. They would just give me shit. You know, I'd be paying them and they would just give me like shit programming, shit advice. It just didn't work for me and I really hated it.
Dude, I remember the one guy who told you to take, like, what, 12?
12. Bro literally told me to take 12 omega-3 fish pills.
A day. 12 a day!
A day! I was like, dude, he told me that. I just looked at him like, no? I'm not doing that. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no! And, dude, after that, he lost all credibility with me. Instantly, I was just like...
12 a day. And those things are expensive, too.
Right?
They're not cheap.
I was like, who sponsored you for this?
You're like, oh,
No,
right?
that's what I was thinking. Like, who's paying you to say this shit, bro? Because that's wild.
I always remember that. It's just like, how could you...
You're going to piss out most of it later on.
It's way too much.
It just doesn't make sense. Anyways, so there was that moron. And after that, I had a powerlifting coach. He was great. I really liked him a lot. I learned a lot from him. Then I went through my courses and stuff like that. And now I just make my own programs because I learned how to do it. Like, I learned how to use Google Docs and stuff like that, Google Excel sheet, and I have, like, my little fancy programming and stuff like that. I got really into it, and I know what I'm doing. And what I do works for me, you know? So I don't need a coach or a trainer and stuff like that. Again, I'm certified. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for years. I'm very confident in my skills and what I'm doing more than anything else. Yeah, that was it. Well, at one point I wanted to be a personal trainer. Clearly, it didn't work out for me. It's still in the back of my mind. It's something that I would still consider to do. I always wanted to try online coaching. I don't know how that would work. So if anyone's interested, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe if there's a lot of interest, maybe I'll consider actually doing it and investing time into doing something like that.
Maybe take some viewers under your wing.
Maybe take some viewers under the wing, you know, like 5 people. I'll start small, of course, not for free.
Never do anything for free.
Never do anything you're good at for free.
No.
But, yeah. So, next question, next highlight.
We'll see.
Yeah, thanks for the stroke of my ego. The next one comes from Cardi Jefferson. Cardi Jefferson, my man.
One of the realest.
Curtis is the biggest Mogwai I've ever seen. Thank you.
Oh, you're wearing your Mogwai hat.
I was wearing my Mogwai hat. Not just that, but Mogwai in Chinese means monster. So he's saying I'm the biggest monster he's ever seen. Ah!
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Chris. I've been eating pizza.
Maybe I'm wearing the same hat as well.
Yeah. For a couple of days after seeing your hat. Ah, okay, there it is. Okay, Octokrool twins, I know you guys don't watch trailers, and I adopted that philosophy.
Good
on you, Cardi. Good on you. But what are your guys' thoughts on the Beetlejuice 2? Because I'm in the minority. I didn't think the movie needed a sequel.
It didn't.
I don't think that's a minority opinion. I think that's a majority opinion, Cardi. Because I also, and he also thinks that it never needed a sequel.
No.
I saw the trailer, and I still had the same thought. Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Just like, it doesn't have to be done again.
That's the only reason why I watched the trailer, is because I already know I didn't really want this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it either.
I'll watch a movie trailer if it's for something that I don't know if I'm super interested in.
Like they got Willem Dafoe though, so that's tough, man. Willem Dafoe is like,
I don't know. I still think I just feel like Beetlejuice doesn't need a sequel. I feel like it's kind of weird.
I'll be honest, I think it's too late. I think they could have made a great sequel a long time ago, but I think like how long it's been, it feels more like a milking of a previous, like classic modern Hollywood, and are milking a previous franchise just to kind of like make a quick buck.
That's what it unfortunately feels like.
That's what it feels more like to me, because like they've had so much time to do this, and now they're doing it.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
I don't know. I'm not too excited. I hope it's good.
I hope nothing but the best for it. I hope it's good. Will we do it for the channel? I don't know. Will I see it? Probably.
Maybe. My expectations are super low, so maybe that'll help me.
We'll see what happens, but yeah, thanks, Cardi. That was a good question.
Actually a good one.
All right, time for the next one. This one comes from...
Holy shit!
This is for you.
This comes from Christus Zerky Queeksy. Bro, if that's literally...
Let's just call him Christus.
Yeah, I'll call him Christus.
Christus.
That's a wild name. Like, I wish if that could actually be pronounced.
How do you pronounce that? Can anyone just write it up on the bottom, the pronunciation for me?
Yeah.
If you don't want to, I understand.
I would love to know. That's impressive. But besides of having sequels taking place in a hood, other classic kind of sequels were in space. Oh shit, that's true. So my question is, for what movies would you like to have sequels in the hood and in space? Wow! Holy shit, that's an awesome question. Oh. A sequel to a film where they put the whole idea into space, and another one for in the hood.
Got it.
What?
Bo Rat in the Hood.
He already did that. He did Ali G. It was literally called Ali G in the Hood.
Oh shit, you're right. He did do Ali G in the Hood. Oh.
It's not Bo Rat, but like he already ventured. He already
ventured there. He already did it.
Yeah,
he's already gone where it
doesn't work.
He's already gone there. How about I don't know, Godzilla in the Hood?
Godzilla.
Yeah, why not just put Godzilla in the Hood? You know?
All right, Godzilla in the Hood.
Godzilla in the Hood. You could also do very interesting question.
21 Jump Street in space.
21 Jump Street in space would be a good movie.
Yeah, instead they're like space cowboys, space cops.
I like that.
I think it'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
That dynamic, but in space with aliens, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, all right. That's kind of sick. That's kind of neat.
In the Hood, though, my God.
In the Hood.
What would be so crazy to have a sequel of a film and have
Gremlins in the Hood?
Gremlins in the...
I think
Gremlins
in the Hood
Gremlins in the Hood would be sick!
That would be a good movie.
Oh, hell yeah!
That would be insane,
I'd watch the shit out of that.
Gremlins in the Hood. Final answer. Locking in.
Gremlins 3 in the Hood, man.
Yeah.
100%.
That goes kind of hard, actually.
That goes hard.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, shit, yeah.
There you go.
That would be fun.
Gremlins in the Hood and 21 Jump Street in space. There it is.
Got it done.
We did it, guys.
Hollywood, hit us up.
The next one comes from Eduardo Lima, which is our editor.
Our wonderful editor. Who I promised I would take these questions at a previous podcast, and then I forgot.
It was 2 podcasts ago, I think.
I forgot, bro. And then he reminded me. I was like, thank you, bro. Because I even replied. I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this as thank you. And then I forgot because I'm an idiot.
True.
Classic. Let's see. First one. What's a movie trope you guys hate, and one you think always works?
Underdog.
Oh, yeah, the underdog.
Underdog always works. It always works. The underdog story is undefeated. I love it so much. What movie trope do I hate, though? Movie trope.
Oh, I already know what trope I hate in anything.
What? Characters
who exist and they're already powerful.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, 100%. I feel like that's a recent problem as well.
I hate when a main character, like, this is the character of your story, and if it's not done as a satire, and it's literally just this overpowered, strong character that beats everybody. It's not entertaining. It's not interesting. It is boring as shit. And I hate it so much, man.
Yeah.
There's so many medias where this is kind of like becoming a very big problem. Like making people strong without giving us like any kind of like previous,
without an explanation,
or even showing us how.
I would rather you show us why they're strong, how they're strong.
Not that they're just strong. It's like, especially if this is your main character. If it's a side character or something, it could be
a main character.
It could be excused. But a main character, that just makes him entirely unrelatable and just makes him way too perfect and it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I think it's really lazy and boring as shit.
Yep.
Anytime I see that in any kind of, like, any kind of story, I'm like, I'm already tuned out. I'm not really digging this now. It would take a lot to save it for me.
Yeah, that's a good one, actually. I can't think of anything else, but that one's a really good one. Is there anything else you can come up with for
a
tropes?
trope that works, though.
Underdog.
That's a trope, though?
Wouldn't it be for a trope
yeah.
for a film?
You know what?
Technically, it is.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
There's many films that use the underdog trope as a thing, like Rocky, Legally Blonde also. You know, it's an unconventional underdog story, you know, but it's the same plot, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I think the underdog story could be used as a trope.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very good one.
You know what? Agreed. You know what? You sold me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go to the next one. What was the film that most surprised your expectations? I have two for this one.
Oh, go then. Let me think.
So the first one is the obvious choice, 2001: A Space Odyssey. Not for the good reason. 2001: A Space Odyssey was very hyped. A lot of people said that, like, this is sci-fi at its peak. This is the pinnacle of sci-fi. Like, this is incredible. It's one of the worst films I've ever seen in my goddamn life. It's so boring. It's a piece of shit film. All right?
It's got its moments, but not enough.
Not enough. It's not enough for me to say that it's good. And I feel like for its time, it was really good. You know, I feel like if I was, like, whenever the movie was made, I would have thought this is, like, incredible.
It did not age well.
But it didn't age well, and it was very boring, and I did not like it whatsoever.
Bro, I think there was literally, like, 20 minutes of the film purely just looking at space.
They were kind of just, like,
which,
flexing.
again, like, back in those days probably would have been,
back
like,
in the days,
mind-blowing.
they were flexing the visual effects skills.
But nowadays, I'm just sitting at a screen just watching space. I'm like, all right, like...
I would have... Yeah, it
just makes the story drag.
Not my thing. A film that surprised me, a different film, but for the good way. I think this is the best thing to do.
Way.
Yeah, I gotta give a good one, and I think Donnie Darko. I think Donnie Darko is a really good film. It really took me off guard, and I genuinely enjoyed that film. It's one of those films that really stick with you for a long time.
Donnie Darko was incredibly impressive.
That one was one of my a very good film that we watched. I liked it a lot. So those are my two choices.
Shit, yeah.
Right? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Then the last one. What's the best movie plot twist you guys have seen on the channel?
Movie plot twist. Movie plot twist. I feel like there's one that I can't remember.
Bro, now that I'm put on the spot to really think about it, it's tough to come up with one.
It's super tough.
I think if I really took my time and thought about it, it'd be a lot easier to figure out.
It's a tough question because I feel like I'm put on the spot and my mind goes blank with this one.
Yeah, because I'm rushing around to figure... You know what? I'm not going to say it's like a really, like, it was a great twist that I did not see coming. But I think it would have been an amazing twist when people saw it for the first time in theaters. Is probably at the end of The Usual Suspects.
Oh,
That's a fantastic one. It was really good.
It didn't work for us. It was very obvious for us.
Yeah.
But I do agree for people who probably saw it filmed in theaters.
And not expecting it either.
Yeah.
Maybe even 7.
Mm.
That's a fantastic movie with a twist at the end that's quite like something.
All right. I see what you're cooking up there. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. All right. I have nothing for that. I was just put on the spot and my mind went blank. And
Dude, it's ironic that both films was Kevin Spacey.
Right? Yikes. So yeah, I don't have anything for that now. I feel like that's something I would have to actually genuinely.
No, I would
have to properly think about that and come back to it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Super tough one, but thanks everyone. Very good questions. Very good questions.
Right.
This one comes from Gabagubaroni. I chose this one just for the name. You two look like you'd rock propeller hats and lollipops. I could see the propeller hats.
I could see the propeller hat.
I saw that. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, we could.
I'm not sure about the lollipops. Not the biggest Sweets fan, but the propeller hat kind of goes hard.
Propeller hats go hard. So thank you, Gabagubaroni.
Thank you, Gabagoober. That's a fantastic name.
Gabagubaroni. It's so sick.
That's a fun-ass name.
Dude, I was just like, I don't care what you say.
I don't even know if that's like is it an insult, maybe?
Is it? I don't know. It's a great username.
Two stupid-ass looking twins from Alice in Wonderland. Isn't that what they have?
Maybe. Is that an insult?
Maybe.
Oh, potentially. It's fine. He has a really cool name. It's fine. I like it.
It's all right. We thank you, Gabagooberuni.
Yeah, thank you, Gabagooberuni. That's a really good one.
Thank you.
Let's go to the next one. This last one comes from... Oh, I saw this one because I thought it was funny. This one comes from Sweet Potato. I watch sometimes. Hope you appreciate it. Nope. Was the smaller, more obnoxious guy born first? He seems to talk the most, eh?
Very Canadian.
Yeah, right.
A with a question mark?
A with a question mark? That's super Canadian.
Oof.
Uh,
Or is it Ed?
I hate to be the one to be the bearer of bad news there, Sweet Potato, but he's born first. I'm actually born second. I'm the younger one.
Technically, I'm the oldest. The oldest
Technically,
and
no,
the biggest.
legitimately, you're the oldest. By a minute, by the way.
By a minute.
By a minute, so I don't know if that makes a difference to you, or if you even care.
I don't know.
But, just by a minute. Am I more obnoxious? Yeah.
I don't know. I think if given like an absolute opportunity to be obnoxious, I think we'd do pretty well together.
Yeah, like if we actually tried,
Yeah.
you know, put effort into being obnoxious, you would probably not like both of us.
Yeah, actually.
To be honest, yeah.
I could be very unlikable.
Oh, yeah, trust me, guys, I live with him. Trust me, yeah. He can be very unlikable at times.
Yeah.
And I live with myself, and I'm kind of unlikable, too.
Yeah.
So...
I don't even like myself. Like, holy shit.
Right. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I like myself, you know?
I
like myself. Man. Even though I'm small and obnoxious, I do like myself quite a lot.
How do you feel about being called smaller?
I mean, they're not wrong.
Comparison.
Technically, you've got a lot more,
I'm quite rotund.
You're a bit more rotund than the average human being, you know? Actually, by now, I'm
You know what I think
I'm probably least average.
You know what I think doesn't help as well? Is that I actually sit a little further up and you sit in the back, and it makes me look even bigger. I've been noticing that recently, where I'm like, because I sit a little bit more because of we don't have much room here.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he tries to match me as best he can, but I'm always generally sitting in front of him in the back, so it makes me look even far bigger.
Yeah, if we swap places, maybe it would look a little different.
Maybe
right?
it would actually help me a little bit.
Oh yeah, make you look a little slimmer.
a little smaller.
Maybe wear some stripes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
some polka dots.
Polka dots. But yeah, I saw this one, and you know what?
Thank you, Sweet Potato.
It was like, no, I don't know if it was an insult or an observation. So I was just like,
either way, we still appreciate you. Thank you.
either way, we appreciate you. And I like I said, whenever someone tries to like pick at us or something like that, I gotta highlight it. I think it's kind of funny.
We appreciate it a lot.
And do I talk the most?
I would say yeah.
Yeah, I do. Unfortunately.
I feel like I'm willing to shut up a lot more.
That's what makes you a good person.
I'm alright. Anyways, on that note, I think we're done.
On that note, guys, the Octopodd's over. Thanks for sticking with us. It was a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. We're going to peace on out and get out of here, all right? It's over. It's done. Guys, we're finished. We're finito.
Go do something else.
Do something else with your life, all right?
I don't know. Hit the gym.
You definitely hit the gym.
We approve that message.
See you guys.